Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. I just want to look at, so we know that most Americans are not looking at Meghan as some kind of savior for us Americans, because she definitely is not someone who we want our girls modeling themselves after. Meghan Markle is someone who has always tried to get what she wants out of people, and then after she gets what she wants, she has nothing more to do with them. So we know Meghan Markle is to speak at the 2020 Girl Up Global Leadership Summit. She is going to make her first public address next week. It was revealed this morning. It will be one of the Duchess's public speaking engagements since stepping away from the royal family. The organization's official website has worked with 65,000 girls via 3,500 clubs in nearly 120 countries and all 50 United States, working to inspire a generation of young women to be a force for gender equality and social change. The organization took to Twitter to announce the Duchess's upcoming appearance. But don't take our word for it. Hear Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, advice for global leaders, girl leaders, when she takes the stage 2020 Girl Up Leadership Summit. Though Meghan and her husband, Prince Harry, have continued to participate in a number of Zoom calls and video chats with respective organizations and charities since working from home and amid the coronavirus pandemic, their conversations have often been privately scheduled, recorded, then released to the public on a later date. Meghan's upcoming speech at the Girl Up conference, however, marks one of the first publicized and openly promoted appearances from the Duchesses since stepping down as a senior working member of the royal family back in March. She is a user. She is someone who has manipulated her way to where she is right now. She has been a person who has demonstrated a very bad character, how she behaves, how she has treated her husband's family, how she has treated her own family, how she only invited celebrities to her wedding and not even her own black family. We have seen time and time again how Meghan has always been concerned about herself, always concerned about what is best for her. When she went to Africa and how she complained on this Africa tour, not giving her the benefit of the doubt, not being fair, but yet she was in a country of women who are fighting very dangerous circumstances in their own country. And to have Meghan in this documentary talk about how things are not fair and how she is someone who is a victim on the backs of these young women who are fighting for their lives every day in their country. It is an insult. It is a slap into the face of the people that she was there visiting. So Meghan is someone who has never had long-term relationships. Who can you see that she has stayed consistently friends with most of her life? And the only person we can think of is her mother. And she's the one that gave birth to her, so she don't even count. Let's not be fooled by her actions. We know she is an opportunist. She is someone who is trying to get what she wants by attaching herself to people who can make her relevant. We know this is the case. So let's not be fooled by her. Don't get it twisted. Everything that Samantha said, everything that Thomas Jr. said and Thomas Sr. said was true. And people laughed and said, oh, you know, those people, that's a crazy. They is a crazy. We want to watch our sweet Meghan Markle get married to a prince. It was a fairy tale. It was so lovely. Well, we done found ourselves in a nightmare because we didn't listen. Well, we best be listening now. She ain't nothing but trouble. But I must say, we can learn. We can learn from her actions, and we can talk about her actions to know what we should not do. We don't use people. We don't just start charities for our own gain. We don't do these things. We don't just get rid of our childhood friends and our families. Celebrity is more important to her. It is such a shame. I think Meghan is nobody to speak about leadership, to speak to young girls about anything, because she has always demonstrated an example of being ungrateful, of being someone who is very divisive. She has come into a marriage where she has caused families to be pitted against each other. She has shown a very diva-like attitude when going to Wimbledon. She doesn't have relationships that are good with her own family. She is not someone to be speaking to young girls about anything, because she demonstrates everything we do not want our girls to be. She has come into a position where she's actually turning her husband against his own family. So how can she be a role model for the girls in this summit, this leadership summit? To me, it seems like the biggest mistake to have brought Meghan Markle to speak to anybody. She has used people. She is divisive. She doesn't keep people working for her. She doesn't have a good relationship with people she's worked with. There's nothing good that people have really said honestly and genuinely about her on a consistent basis. So what makes them think that they could bring her into this summit to speak as a good role model for these girls? She has not demonstrated through her own actions that she is somebody to be looked up to. How can someone like this even be asked to speak to young girls, impressionable girls? What do? You just overlook someone's history and who they are as a person? Or do you just take a superficial look at somebody because of their title or who they're married to and say, oh, that's a good person to speak? If Meghan Markle is to be considered a leader, she would have not quit her duties as a duchess. She would have stayed in her position in the UK alongside her husband and worked for the people to show true leadership. My goal is to not speak mean about Meghan, but I do want to point out the hypocrisy of her actions and bring to light how her actions have brought a lot of teachable moments for us all to grow from. We all know by now that Meghan Markle had no intentions of staying in the royal family, but by her and her husband's actions, we were all led to believe the lie, that they both wanted to do great things for the people of the patronages that they were given by the Queen. I think that this moment of Meghan Markle speaking at the Girl Up Summit is so prevalent that I want to dig a little deeper into this issue, and I'll post more about her speaking engagement after the event has happened, because we all know they will not cancel her speaking engagement, nor will Meghan Markle, because she is more than likely going to earn a pretty penny from this speaking engagement. And the best thing after she speaks at the engagement is for us all to learn from what she will say at the event. Is this somebody who behaves in a manner in which we want our young girls to follow or to have an example beside? You have people speak because of the content, the things they're going to say. What struggles has Meghan gone through? What has she overcome that is going to empower these young girls? What is Meghan going to say that is going to uplift them? It's going to be a bunch of regurgitated word throw up salad that is not going to resonate with anybody. It is going to be of the utmost superficiality that I can only imagine. If we really truly care about our young girls, Meghan Markle should not be speaking to them. 100% should not. Her accomplishments in life have not demonstrated the credibility that we need to show the young girls at this summit.